wanted to give you a recap of video 2 and video 2, buying scrap gold and silver from pickers, dealers. Basically all you're seeing in that video is an example of the buying process. 1/24/2011. What you're seeing there is the buying process from pickers and dealers, general scrap flow. I cover some general observation testing. When scrap comes in big batches, it's easy to lay that batch out and spot the problem or suspicious. It's a lot easier to spot problem or suspicious items when it's all laid out together, because you can see the inconsistencies in patinas and colors and weights and hues and sparkle, etc. There's also a little bit in there, and it's like everything else, a little read between the lines, but it's estimating purity of mixed lots. I'll throw together a group of strange, unusual items and just come up with a very close estimate on the total purity content of this group. And normally we're just talking a few items. You know, that could be on gold or silver. Now in this case it's on some gold. You know, like some old 14 karat with some brass pieces attached to it, pins, etc. And then some other 16 karat dental gold and some dirty stuff. And there was also, I think, some 18 karat, 14 karat mixed in that. And so it's basically just a what to expect video. If you were to send your items into some Cash for Gold place or perhaps my place, that's an example of how it is here. As far as how it is somewhere else, I would complete a recap of vid number 2. So admittedly in vid number 2 there's not really a whole lot of teaching there. It's more about promoting my service. Now for recap of vid number 3, which is one you may want to go back and watch, that is from January 25th of 2011, and if you've been watching the market prices, you know they were quite high at that time. On our recap of vid number 3, this is called Tips for Scrap Buyers, Pickers, having to do with fakes, red flag stories. And what this video contains is just a little information on red flags, because I get a lot of requests for ideas on what should cause you to have caution for an item or a group of items. And so I'm trying to slide this in, these recaps in on a busy day. I'm kind of getting hammered by sellers today. So there's some stories in this video that hopefully will help you protect yourself from fakes and scammers. Does the lot and the seller make sense to you? In other words, should these items be something that this seller should have? And that's referring to basically your walk-in. And so that's a matter of observation of the general situation regarding the client. When you're looking at the lot from a distance, basically by laying the lot out, you can do a comparison of the patina, previous testing signs when you get to look at the items closer, previous testing marks or acid burns, etc. Those are always going to raise a red flag, and something you'll want to take another look at if you see that on items walking in the door. There's other study tips in there. You're going to want to watch your weight comparison. You're going to want to watch smell. You're going to want to do a loop inspection for wear. There again, the condition of the items, very important. There's a little bit of diamond info in that video about how worthless diamonds are and have become over the last decade. So basically number 3 is just ideas for caution and general tips. And like I say, a lot of that stuff is between the lines, and there's a little bit of the words in that video that are muddled, but if you're trying to learn this business, you may want to go back and brush over that video. It does contain some decent tips, a few entertaining stories. So that really completes recap of vid number. Good Friday to you, and I've got some people piled up now to sell, so I better go deal with them. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.